Good morning. Right, good morning everybody, and welcome to a very, very warm Prep Prizegiving 2025. It's a warm one. I've already had compliments about my three-piece suit for this morning, so thank you. I'm very jealous of the shorts in the room. Just a couple of housekeeping points before we begin. Let's hope there are no fire alarms this morning, because that would just add another complication. But if there are, we will look after your children and take them down to the muster point. We will register them down there. Just make your way out to the fields. In regards to photographs and videos, in regards to social media, please do not share anything on your own social media without the permission of the parent of every child in the image. Also, due to this extreme temperatures that we have, we will make a call later on with regards to some of the longer distance races, just obviously with the well-being of the children and everybody throughout the course of the afternoon. We'll also let you know if there are any changes to the schedule. So at this point, let's have a lovely morning. If you are able, if we could please stand for our platform party. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please may I invite you to take your seats. I would like to start by extending a very warm welcome to the President of the school, the Chair of Governors, the other governors, the headmistress, colleagues, parents, friends, and most importantly, to you, the pupils. And a special mention goes to those of you in Year 8 who are beginning to think about the end of your time at Winterfold. Today is, of course, a special day, the highlight of the Winterfold school year, when we come together to celebrate some of your many achievements since September. And of course, here in the Northern Hemisphere, the 21st of June is special for another reason. It's the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. Since just before Christmas, on the 21st of December, each day has grown a tiny bit longer as summer has approached. The sun has risen earlier each morning and set just a little later each evening, until today, when we enjoy nearly 17 hours of daylight. But tomorrow, the day will be ever so slightly shorter, and the day after that too, until we reach the 21st of December, and the cycle begins again. A couple of weeks ago, I thoroughly enjoyed The Wizard of Oz, performed in the outstanding new Penryn Hall, which was opened back in September. It was a stunning Winterfold production, and everyone involved should feel really proud of what they achieved together. I only managed to see one performance, and therefore only one cast, but I gather all were brilliant. And coincidentally, Bromsgrove, Thailand, another school in the Bromsgrove family, also performed Wizard of Oz in Thailand. Thousands of miles apart, the Dorothys, the Tin Men, the Lions, Scarecrows, Totos, and all the characters were exploring their yellow brick roads, both in Chadsley Corbett and in Bangkok. Last September, as summer was turning to autumn and the days were growing shorter, none of us knew quite what this academic year would bring. Like Dorothy, heading off down the yellow brick road with her rather unusual group of friends, we could guess that there would be adventures, challenges, opportunities, setbacks, and moments of joy. But we didn't quite know what they would be. Our journeys since September may have been totally straightforward, but for most of us, there have been surprises and occasions when we've had to overcome problems. My guess is that often we surprised ourselves at just how well we did, perhaps in the classroom, on the sports field, or on stage. We've learned so much, including about ourselves, more than we ever thought we would. So today is about looking back over the last year, reflecting on how we used those days, long and short, since school began, whatever the season and whatever the occasion, and all that we've discovered and how we've grown, not just academically, but personally, in confidence, in independence, and in our understanding of others. Mrs. Toms will say more about this in a moment, but whether pupils have had paths that have been smooth or a little bumpy, I know Winterfold pupils have come a long way since September. I also want to thank you as parents who support the school community so wholeheartedly, and especially your children. All that you do alongside the staff is crucial to helping the pupils become the fine young people sat here in front of us today, of whom we are so proud. For pupils in Year 8, your yellow brick road now begins to curve gently away from Winterfold. Ahead lies senior school and further new experiences. But wherever you go next, the experiences you've had here and the values instilled will go with you. Like the scarecrow, the tin man and the lion, the wisdom, heart and courage that you've developed at Winterfold and with your families will serve you well. All of you can achieve so much. Enjoy the adventures that come your way. And finally, you may know the African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Be really ambitious for the future. Work hard. Be the best versions of you can be. And use your talents to help make the world just a little bit better. But wherever your path may lead, and whoever you meet along the way, stay close with the friends you made here. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Winterfold is not just a place you leave behind, it's part of you. And you will always be part of Winterfold. Thank you.
President, Governors, Headmaster, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's a real privilege to stand here and reflect on all that our school community has achieved together over the past 12 months, the milestones we've reached and the memories we've created. Today is a moment to pause, to celebrate and to look forward. I want to take a moment to reflect on something simple, yet incredibly powerful, the importance of saying thank you. Gratitude might seem like a small thing, just 2 words, but it carries the weight of recognition, connection and respect. When we say thank you, we're acknowledging the effort, kindness or support someone has given us. We're saying, I see what you've done and it mattered. In a school community, thank you is how we build trust. It's how we remind each other that no contribution goes unnoticed. Saying thank you doesn't cost anything, but it enriches both the person who gives it and the one who receives it. It turns moments into memories and people into teams. So, as we look back on the year we've shared, I would like to begin with some thank yous. There's been much achieved this year with the help and guidance of some key people. I would like to thank the headmaster, Mr. Punt, assistant, Miss Scannell, and remember Mrs. Brooks, the bursar, who had, with her long association with Winterfold, done so much for the school. I would also like to thank Mr. Cottrell and Mr. Mitchell, who are so valued through their unwavering support of myself and the whole school community. Thank you. To our devoted teachers and staff, your commitment and guidance have been the cornerstone of our children's success. You've not only imparted knowledge, but have also nurtured and inspired our young minds. Your tireless efforts in creating a supportive and stimulating learning environment are greatly appreciated. Could we put our hands together in appreciation of the staff? My thanks go to you as parents. Your support and involvement have been crucial in shaping the educational journey of your child. Your partnership with the school is invaluable, and we thank you for entrusting us with the important task of educating your children. Thank you. I would also like to thank the Friends of Winterfold. They have selflessly given their time to support the school in numerous ways and funded projects which enrich the children's lives. Thank you to the Friends of Winterfold for your support of the school and for really embodying what the Winterfold family is all about. Thank you. Reflecting on this school year, we have many highlights, from academic achievements to successful events and competitions. The experiences of this year have enriched us all and will undoubtedly serve as a foundation for future successes. We began the year with the opening of Penryn Hall, with our showcase gala performance, which included every child in prep and some past pupils. This was no small feat to mastermind, and credit must be given to Mrs. Stark's ambition and expertise in directing such a memorable performance. In December, Year 5 took to the stage with their performances of Bill's New Frock and The Mayor Who Cancelled Christmas. These short plays enable the children to explore how to take a play from page to stage. In the Lent term, Year 4 performed 2 pieces based on the poems Matilda Who Told Lies and The Pied Piper of Hamelin. This was closely followed by Year 6, who performed Grim and Twisted Tales. We were privileged to have the playwright in the audience for this performance, and she was very impressed at how well the children had used physical theatre to bring this piece alive. And recently, of course, we had Year 7 and 8, who had the very successful run of 6 shows when they performed the musical The Wizard of Oz to rapturous applause from the audience. Penryn, of course, is a multifunctional space, and the chapel is a key part of it. There have been many causes for celebration in the spiritual life of the school, with Bishop David dedicating the chapel, our annual pet blessing, the crowning of Mary, and our first Holy Communion. We recognise the importance of other religions, and our children continue to be taught about them and the very common thread that runs through all religions of respect and kindness. Our children have taken part in many competitions, such as the English Speaking Union, where a team of Year 7 and 8 children competed against sixth formers from another school. They presented their arguments succinctly, with confidence, coming as runners-ups in their round. Also run by the English Speaking Union has been the Performing Shakespeare competition, where our children performed with confidence and absolutely commanded the stage with their performances from A Midsummer Night's Dream and Twelfth Night. In music this year, we began with our much-loved Mini-Me concerts, where every child learning an instrument had the chance to shine in intimate performances in the front hall, supported by their dedicated teachers. These informal concerts led up to our Grand Music Festival, a 3-part extravaganza where pupils performed for a guest judge and were rewarded for their efforts. It was a thrilling and exciting experience, especially performing in Penryn in front of a large audience. Our musical spirit extended beyond school grounds, as a large group of Winterfold pupils took part in the Dudley Music Festival, returning with an impressive haul of some 12 trophies. The festival choir once again triumphed in their class, continuing their winning streak with style and harmony. The Groove Diggers have truly outdone themselves this year, proudly flying the flag as one of Winterfold's premier ensembles. They have performed at the legendary River Rooms, where during a youth rock and pop night, they performed alongside older bands, wowing the crowd with their energy and professionalism. In May, the Groove Diggers took on the city of Liverpool. After exploring the Beatles story and soaking in the city's musical heritage, they performed at the Pen Factory with the University of Liverpool Big Band. Their confident, stylish set earned rapturous applause, and the collaboration offered a glimpse into the exciting musical paths ahead. Taking a prep school jazz band to perform in a Liverpool club alongside university musicians, that's something that no other prep school does. And just days later, we hosted our first ever jazz soiree in the new Penryn. With tables set, lights dimmed, and the PA turned up, the evening began with performances from Offbeats, then the Groove Diggers, and ended with performances by Mirage, a Bromsgrove school band, showing our pupils what's possible in their musical futures. In the junior concert this week, it was wonderful to see all the budding talent coming through, and we still have the senior concert to look forward to next Tuesday evening. Just before Easter, Winterfold was awarded the School's Library Service Gold Award for outstanding provision and use of resources within the school library. Winterfold is currently the only school in Worcestershire to hold this award. Staff and the team of school librarians worked hard to meet challenging criteria in lots of different areas to win this award. Academically, our children continue to achieve well above the national average. In English, in Year 8, 46% are in the top 10% nationally. Reading ages across the school are at the very least 1 or 2 years ahead of national averages, with many children exceeding even this, with reading ages over 17 years of age. In maths, the latest progress test scores are up again on last year's ones, showing real rigour and excellent teaching across the department. The children are taught not only about numbers, but to problem solve and develop their critical thinking. We really are shaping a generation of confident, curious, and capable young mathematicians. The broader curriculum, often enhanced by residential trips, has continued to be a strength. We ran our inaugural Performing Arts Tour to Disneyland Paris this Easter, where 32 children performed a medley of musical theatre songs to an appreciative audience. I know this was certainly an experience of a lifetime for the children. Other year groups have also had opportunities to develop their skills outside of the classroom, such as Year 5 studying coast and Dorset, Year 6 who went on a French trip to hone their language skills, Year 7 who studied rivers and flooding in the Lake District, and Year 8 who had an adventure-filled few days in the Wye Valley. After last year's excitement of building the polytunnel, the grand opening and the launch of Greenfingers, much of the focus this year has been on developing the site. The finance team allocated profits to building new raised beds in the vegetable garden, buying a large tool shed beyond the polytunnel and developing a fruit garden. Our vegetable garden has had a Mexican theme this year, where we've grown tomatoes, beans, cumin, coriander, and we even have a lime tree growing in the polytunnel. Our usual staples of sweet corn, chilies, peppers, onions, and garlic add to the theme. A Mexican cookout creating salsas and burritos is planned for harvest time. Another project sees loofah plants growing in the polytunnel, which will hopefully be used alongside homemade soaps to create bath sets for the Christmas market. All sales this year have exceeded targets, raising £3,600 across the year, which has gone to support charities and been invested back into the business. The Gardening Club have also done a lot of community work, supporting a wide range of charities. We've supported the Listening Herd, Chadsgrove Special School, Cancer Touch Charity in Stourbridge, and community gardening projects in Stourport and Bewdley. Earlier this year, we hosted an art exhibition that celebrated the remarkable creativity of our students from Year 3 to Year 8. Visitors to the school frequently comment on the exceptional quality of the children's artwork, and this exhibition was a testament to the impressive artistic skills our pupils begin developing from an early age. In sport, our children continue to perform well, often against schools much bigger than ourselves. We have hosted all the CTA tournaments this year and been very successful in all our sports. To name a few of those successes, the under-11 girls won the CTA netball tournament, with the under-9 girls as runners-up. The under-9 boys and under-11 boys and girls won the CTA athletics, alongside 10 individual event winners. And the under-11 CTA football tournament had under-9s as runners-up. And the under-13 boys were cross-country team winners at Moore Park. We also hosted a local primary school's football festival and are hoping to further extend this offering next year. This will mean the children from local schools can have an experience of the sporting opportunities that our children are fortunate to have on a daily basis. Looking ahead, our present staff remain unchanged, although I'm pleased to say we have the addition of Miss Blackburn joining us in Year 4. Mr Jackson is taking a step back from his full-time role as Senko, but will remain teaching part-time, continuing to teach learning support and CDT. We are delighted that Mrs Langston, who is an already established member of the Learning Support Department, will take on the position of Special Educational Needs Coordinator. Winterfold is always a hive of activity. No 2 days are ever the same. There is, of course, the familiarity of the daily routine, but this is peppered with exciting trips, productions, concerts, fixtures and games. As we look to the future, I encourage our children to continue pursuing excellence. The knowledge, skills and values gained here are tools that will help them navigate the path ahead. And lastly, before we present the certificates and trophies, there is one thank you that is the most important, and that is to our children. Your hard work, creativity, and enthusiasm have made this year a remarkable one. You have not only excelled academically, you've also shown great spirit in extracurricular activities. Your achievements are a testament to your dedication and perseverance. Can we put our hands together for the children? Prize giving is always a highlight of the year, as it is the opportunity to give every child recognition for their achievements over the past 12 months. So now we look to present and celebrate our children's achievements for this year. As is tradition, as well as individual certificates, there are 3 special awards given to each class. The Pastoral Award is for a child who has shown care and concern for others, who's been a good ambassador for the school and demonstrates citizenship throughout all areas of school life. The Academic Award is for a child who has shown great prowess across the curriculum, worked hard for their exams, and attainment is of the highest calibre. The Effort Award is for a child who really does put their best effort into every aspect of school life, very much embracing the Winterfold way. So we will applaud after the presentation of certificates of each class. So at this time, I invite 3B to stand. Sarah Fonja, Neve Bates, Myla Davis, Oliver Davis Beard, Freddie Fitzpatrick, Aspen Johnson, Liberty Larn, Stanley Mitchell, Ted Page, Alex Velasquez, Thomas Morgan. And the Pastoral Award goes to Stanley Mitchell, the Academic, Liberty Larn, and the Effort, Myla Davies. Okay, Thomas. 3W. Fraser Brown, Chris Chima, Isa Deakin, Noah Hadley, Hallie Hanson, Alice Harris, Minnie Lang, Elliot Larn, Charlotte Monk, Freya Murphy, Neofido Papachristophorou, Ellie Schutz. And the Pastoral Award goes to Chris Chima, the Academic, Charlotte Monk, and the Effort, Elliot Larn. In 4B, George Ash, Ethan Barrows, Grayson Coop, Marcy Davis, Oliver Gupta, Hugo Hadley Guest, Johnny Hale, Darcy Harding, Heidi Hickton, George Jones Elliott, Charlotte Langston, George Maxwell Ralph, Magnus Stephan. And the Pastoral Award goes to George Ash, the Academic Ethan Barrows, and the Effort Darcy Harding. In 4M, Jack Carter-Wall, Kitty Clark, Ethan Eversden, Oswald Folkes, Edward Hickton, Alfie Marshall-Round, Georgie Morse, Sam Powell, Jay Tamplin, Henry Tett, Joss Wade. And the Pastoral Award goes to Georgie Morse, the Academic Ethan Eversden, and the Effort James Beard. L. Anastasia Checkitts, Jemima Conyers, Miles Evitts, Harrison Gay, Eddie Hanslip, William Harris, Imi Jealous, Elliot Jordan Walker, Belle Payton, Manleen Samra, Frank Stinton, Bella Voswood Ramsey. And the Pastoral goes to Imi Jealous, the Academic Harrison Gay, and the Effort William Harris. Five T. Ted Bates, Eddie Deakin, Dominic Gins, Edith Goff, Ismay Lillywhite Sutton, William Lowton, Zachary Maguire, Maria Matthew, Darcy Meakin, Bobby Miles, Florence Northall, Archie Selden, Lucas Stringer, Ted Vitter, and the pastoral goes to Maria Matthew, the academic Zach Maguire, and the effort Dominic Gins. And 6S. Luann Braze, Emily Cottrell, Amelie Davis-Beard, George Garner, Ed Gent, Seb Glass, Harry Hupfield, Nellie John, Arjun Kalam, Alexandra Nekigiri, Claudia Sheffield, Thea Swinscoe, Joseph Wade. And the pastoral goes to Thea Swinscoe, the academic Emily Cottrell, and the effort Joseph Wade. And 6W. Brooke Bicknell, Lily Clark, Thomas Lucking, Amaya Matu, Meredith Mitchell, Rafe Mogg Cohen, Rufus Mogg Cohen, Florence Powell, Marnie Scott, George Shepherd, Toby Stark, Felix Stringer, Hugo Tamplin, Alfie Taylor, Isaac Whitehouse. And the pastoral award goes to Rufus Mogg Cohen, the academic Isaac Whitehouse, and the effort Marnie Scott. D. Sienna Billiam, Florence Burks Adams, Ethan Crompton, Daisy Hill, Charlie Lang, Clara Portenaire, Daniel Rose, Gabriella Watts, Thomas Williams. And the Pastoral Award goes to Daisy Hill, the Academic, Gabby Watts, and the Effort, Florence Burks-Adams. Seven M. Harris Bedford, Savannah Billings, Joshua Carter Wall, Poppy Copson, Florence Hanslip, James Jones Elliott, Cameron McEwen, Eva Voss Wood, Hugh Watts, George Vitter, Oliver Yeomans. The Pastoral Award goes to Poppy Copson, the Academic Cameron McEwen, and the Effort Eva Voss Wood. Year 8, please step forward. Today marks a special milestone in your journey, the end of your time at Winterfold and the beginning of new challenges and opportunities ahead. Year 8, you are officially moving on, and we are here to celebrate everything you've achieved and everything you are yet to become. When you first walked through the school gates, many of you were still finding your feet, unsure, perhaps a little nervous, and adjusting to a new setting. And yet, look at you now. You have grown not just taller, but wiser, kinder, more confident, and better prepared for what is to come. You've made friends, learnt lessons in and out of the classroom, and discovered more about who you are. You've been part of something bigger than just lessons and homework, whether it was sports days, school plays, music concerts, or simply the everyday moments that made you laugh. You have helped shape the spirit of the school. But more than anything, I hope you leave Year 8 with a deeper understanding of yourself, your strengths, your passions, your potential. Because while we celebrate the end of this chapter, the next one is just beginning. And it is one where the choices you make, the people you surround yourself with, and the attitude you carry will make all the difference. So, as you prepare for Year 9 and beyond, remember this: you are capable of more than you know. Be brave enough to try. strong enough to fail and try again, and kind enough to lift others as you climb. On behalf of all the staff, I want to say how proud we are of you. Thank you for your hard work, your energy, and your unique contributions to our school community. Ladies and gentlemen, Year 8. As is tradition, Year 8 are presented with their certificate and scholar's cap. In 8B, Freddie Ash, Ishika Bashir, Florence Dwight, Alexia Illingworth, Sophia Ianu, Maddie Levashov, Phoebe Lyons, Giorgio Nekigiri, Harriet Northall, Alice Pears, Eddie Rooney, Harriet Tett, Alice Morgan, and Amelia Wright. S. Dominic Aston, Olivia Bodis, Jeevan Dhaliwal, Cecilia Gins, Alice Jellis, Lexi John, Tilda Marsh, Daya Nandra, Sophia Onyom, Lara Perrins, and Paige Taylor. We now come to the awards and trophies, which we will applaud at the end of each group. And I invite Mr. Michael Luckman, Chair of Governors, to present the awards. Special award for someone over the past 2 years. This pupil always has aimed to be the best version of herself. It's not always been easy, but she's always shown determination, attaining good results in her final exams here at Winterfold. Olivia Bodis. Since joining us, this young lady has worked hard, embracing every opportunity that her time at Winterfold House has given her. Her enthusiasm for her studies has truly been infectious. She will be missed by all the children and staff alike as she moves on to her senior school. Ishika Bashir. I'll group the next set of trophies. The Humphreys Cup for Endeavour in Girls Sport. This special trophy goes to a young lady who always wants to improve herself, being reflective on all areas of her sports practice. A real presence on the field, be that hockey, netball or cricket. We'll go to Harriet Tett. And the Endeavour in boys sport to a young man who's put his full effort into all his sporting endeavours. He has worked hard to make the very most of his ability. Freddie Ash. The McMorran Cup for Sportswoman of the Year for outstanding all-round ability and superb attitude towards sport at all times, a true ambassador for girls' sport at Winterfold and one of our sports leaders, Maddie Levashov. And the Challenge Cup, Sportsman of the Year, for an outstanding contribution in all areas of Winterfold sport. He has set the standard, not just on the pitch, but also in training and also with his sportsmanship. Giorgio Nekigiri. The Belmont Abbey Music Cup. This young person has excelled in every musical opportunity throughout his time at Winterfold. His dedicated approach to ensemble playing and commitment to musical performance has been exemplary. Freddie Ash. And the Johnson Cup for Music, to a hard-working pupil who has pursued music throughout her time at Winterfold. She always comes to rehearsals with a smile, and nothing ever seems too much for her to try. She has truly embraced music at the school. Cecilia Gins. The Drama Cup for Endeavour. This pupil has consistently worked hard in drama and has developed excellent comic timing. She's not only a very energetic performer who gives 100% to her performance work, she has more poise and control than she realises. Her performance in The Wizard of Oz was truly excellent. Tilda Marsh. And the Penryn School Music Performance Cup, to a natural performer who has grown in confidence and ability throughout her time at Winterfold. She has led roles in school musicals, including The Wizard of Oz, and been a key vocalist for the Groove Diggers. She has an incredible ability to tell a story. Alice Jellis. The Coughlin Cup for Performing Arts, a natural performer who never knew how talented he really was. He has wonderful control of physicality and comedic timing that mature performers would be jealous of. He has made us laugh and cry with the dedication of his growing dramatic craft. This year, this award goes to our very own Scarecrow, Dominic Aston. Christina Green Cup for her art endeavour. This pupil has demonstrated dedication and commitment to her art studies through her active participation in Art Portfolio Club. She is a determined art student, has always persevered during difficult tasks, striving to enhance her skills and producing excellent artwork in the process. Harriet Northall. And the Emily Bills Senior Art Trophy. This pupil has continuously exhibited her creative flair since joining Winterfold. She consistently strives to produce her best work, demonstrating a willingness to go the extra mile to enhance her artistic skills. Her commitment to her art studies is commendable, and her enthusiasm is truly inspiring. Sophia Agnon. The Penryn Carpentry Cup for CDT Endeavour for producing some lovely work, showing a real enjoyment for the subject and having a real eye for design, Tilda Marsh. And the Simmons Carpentry Cup for consistent high-level work in CDT and producing an excellent work all year round, a talented individual who produced a highly skilled and technical candelabra, Florence Dwight. The Davies Cup for Computing, a pupil who has shown years of consistency and focus throughout all aspects of ICT. This has included completing the ICT certificate to a very high standard, Cecilia Gins. The Endeavour in Religious Education for a consistently diligent approach to her studies in RE during her time at Winterfold. She has shown admirable qualities of commitment and determination to improve year on year, Phoebe Lyons. And the Lloyd Jones Religious Education Cup for achieving high results in examinations throughout Key Stage 3. She has engaged in a positive and mature manner towards class discussions and debates, offering intelligent arguments. Her contributions to independent projects have been greatly appreciated over the years, and her artistic flair demonstrated throughout. Dea Nandra. The Endeavour in Geography for a pupil who's shown particular enthusiasm for fieldwork, can be relied upon to contribute ideas to discussions, and has shown a tenacious approach to their work in the classroom, Maddie Levashov. And the Geography Award for an outstanding pupil whose written work reflects a depth of knowledge and full appreciation of the world around them. Their fieldwork skills are exceptional, as well as their ability to present and analyse results. They show a mature appreciation and awareness of global issues. Amelia Wright. The Endeavour in History for her perseverance and enthusiasm for the subject over the 2-year Key Stage 3 course, Sophia Ionu, and the History Cup for Achievement for her dedication and excellent approach to the subject, especially her revision leading up to the summer exams. She is not only interested in facts, but has a deep understanding of the academic history. Alice Walgan. The Spanish Cup, this year, the Spanish prize will go to a young man who has truly made so much progress for his outstanding effort and commitment to learning Spanish and embracing the language, Jeevan Dhaliwal. And the French Cup for her love of languages and in particular for outstanding effort and achievement in French. This young linguist thoroughly deserves this award, Amelia Wright. The Classical Studies Cup for Achievement, a pupil who has consistently worked above expectations in all of the extended projects. She's worked incredibly hard, making huge strides in her understanding of this complex subject. Paige Taylor. And the Latin Cup for Achievement, for a young lady who has worked consistently hard in her Latin studies over the past 3 years and who shows great promise in all aspects of her language work, Sophia Onion. The Science Award for Endeavour, for amazing progress in this subject. This pupil has shown just what can be achieved with dedication and a positive work ethic, Alice Walgan. And the Campbell Cup for Achievement in Science, for a talented young scientist who has consistently achieved very high results. He really has a bright future in this subject, Giorgio Nekigiri. The Lettering Cup for Endeavour in English, a pupil who's made a phenomenal jump in her academic prowess, achieving true progression throughout her time at Winterfold. Her maturity and dedication to her English studies has been incredible, Harriet Tett. And the English Award for a pupil who's made incredible progress, having a skill in responding to teacher critique with maturity and flair, Alice Jealous. The Endeavour in Maths, for showing constant improvement and going the extra mile to further her understanding, achieving outstanding results off the back of sheer hard work and dedication. Her value added in the subject has been truly amazing, Lara Perrins. And the Alford Shield for Mathematics, for an outstanding mathematician whose comprehension and understanding of the subject, combined with his determination to solve problems and succeed, has laid the foundations for an extremely promising future in the subject, Jeevan Dhaliwal. Now we move on to our special awards. The Williams Brown Cup for Good Manners. Since joining this school many years ago, this young lady has epitomised this award. She is kind, thoughtful, caring, with impeccable manners. Her inner strength has grown and continues to grow. Her care and awareness of others always shows her off in a great light. This year, the award goes to Harriet Northall. The Cup for Academic Achievement. An exceptional academic, linguist, historian, mathematician, performer, musician, artist, the list goes on. The overall highest achiever in all of her academic studies and Year 8 exams. Her focus on her studies has been a pleasure to witness. A worthy trophy for this prestigious academic award goes to Sophia Onion. The Brooks Cup for the Best All-Rounder. This young person epitomises what it is to be an all-rounder. A musician, an academic, an actor, a sports person. She has really grown as a person over this past few years, where her confidence has blossomed into the fantastic young lady she is today. A worthy recipient of this award, Alice Morgan. The Fatherland Faith Prize for showing outstanding commitment and care as a server during school mass, as well as real dedication to all aspects of the spiritual life of the school, heading up the spiritual leadership team. This person has proven to not only be an excellent role model for younger children, she is honest, hard-working, and truly faithful. Cecilia Gins. The Blasdale Cup for Positive Thinking. This young lady continues to shine in all that she does. She is always a positive influence on all those around her, being kind, thoughtful, and true to herself with an infectious smile. This year's award goes to Alice Pears. The Aldred Cup for Thriving in the Winterfold Way. For being an all-round great person, this young gentleman's enthusiasm has been infectious. Since joining us, he has completely embodied the ethos of Winterfold, making the most of opportunities available. Eddie Rooney. The Cup of Special Endeavour. This award goes to a young lady who epitomises the term endeavour. Her contribution to Winterfold life throughout her time here has been truly exemplary. a fantastic ambassador for the school and a real credit to herself. It's been a pleasure to watch her grow academically, particularly with her dedication to improving her maths. She's also changed the face of Winterfold girls football, which we hope will open paths for girls for many years to come. Lexi John. The Citizenship Cup. When discussing trophies with staff, there were several children who we felt really deserved this award, but one stood out. Her exemplary manners, reliability, warmth, smile, and friendship to others. This year's winner is Alexia Illingworth. The Golden Jubilee Cup, donated by the Friends of Winterfold. This trophy goes to the moment or highlight of the year. This year, as you've heard from my speech, we've had many highlights, but there was a unanimous decision to a very special event that not only had a huge impact on the whole school, but involved every pupil in the school. Something that the whole community enjoyed and will continue to talk about for many years to come. The impact of our new Penryn Hall has been felt by everyone. This year, this trophy goes to the official opening of Penryn Hall, the Winterfold Gala, and I invite the head boy and head girl to come and collect this award on everyone's behalf. Our final award goes to our head boy and head girl, who have led by example, setting the highest standards throughout the year. We thank them for their outstanding leadership. Freddie Ash and Alice Jellis. Well done to all the children on your many successes throughout the year. Could we put our hands together one last time in celebration of all their wonderful achievements? All that remains for me to say is, although we have one more week of school, as we gather here on this formal occasion, it is my opportunity to thank you for your support and wish you all well for the holidays ahead. Thank you.
I feel like a very hot Father Christmas, I have to say. Good afternoon, everyone, and what a day, full of the joyous celebration of your children. Whatever prizes or certificates your children won, now is a moment to reflect on how each of your children has really become a prize for themselves, and how they have changed, grown and succeeded in these beautiful surroundings at this beautiful school. I congratulate them all. I'm also very conscious that you have all spent a long time sitting here, and that I'm now all that stands between you and a nice cup of tea, or dare I say, a chilled glass of Prosecco. I know when I am beaten. So first I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Michael Luckman. I'm Chair of the Governors at Bromsgrove and Winterfold School. On days like this, when I get to see the school in its best clothes, our teachers and support staff doing what they love, your children being so smart and mature, and to meet and greet all of you who support this institution by choosing to trust us with your precious children, I realise what a privilege and a weighty duty it is. However, my role today is less burdensome and somewhat simpler. In a world that can feel dark and dismal at times, it is to celebrate something that is bright and good, and to give thanks to all who make this school such a special place. First, that Winterfold is looking so smart and spruce, and that we have such a high standard of facilities and service, is down to a myriad of support personnel who day in and day out make it their business to deliver for Winterfold and your children. They have been busy all year. They are busy now and may often go unnoticed, but please, not by you. When you see them out and about at school, particularly this afternoon, please make their day and pass on your thanks for all they do behind the scenes. They will walk taller for it. Then there are those whose joy it is to teach. A true vocation, never just a job. They shoulder the challenge and responsibility of spreading knowledge and teaching values that will literally last a lifetime. They are well deserving of our thanks, not just for the obvious passion and creativity with which they discharge their responsibilities, but also for the loving care, kindness and attention that they focus on your children. Michael's predecessor as headmaster was a wood turner, and I often think that teaching is like carving wood, working out the grain of personality, patiently seasoning and shaping it to bring out its beauty and suit its purpose, and then sanding and smoothing it to knock off all the rough edges. A real craft. Indeed, it was a similar carpentry image my own teachers used in my own school report when they said I was thick as two short planks. It will not have escaped you that it has been a challenging time to work in a leadership role in a public school in the UK. In Denise Toms, you have a mistress who truly lights up and leads Winterfold in an exceptional way. Calm under fire and clear-headed in a complex and changing environment, the executive and senior management teams of the entire school have held true to the pulsars of Winterfold's traditional success, its values and its continued commitment to excellence, whilst mindful of the need to deliver value and fairness across its many stakeholders. I commend them all to you for their positivity and hard work and creativity in charting Winterfold and the whole school through the choppy waters of the last 12 months. I cannot, in truth, let this moment pass without acknowledging the sad death this school year of our wonderful bursar, Leslie Brooks. For those who knew her, she was an inspiration, wise, respected, brave, a true leader, yet kind, generous and funny. At a time like this, it might be easy to feel sadness and loss. And yet, just recently, as I was visiting the 4 school sites with my fellow governors, we felt the joy and celebration of her presence all around us. In the bricks and the mortar, the glorious gardens, and the calm and effective efficiency of all those who worked for and with her. She has no finer legacy than this school to which she gave her life and in which she will live much longer. There is also a cadre of people who you might not see that often, but who behind the scenes are working many hours for the school for no reward other than to seeing it survive and thrive. They are our governors and foundation trustees. A motley crew, but a merry band of educators, business owners, advisors, financiers, medics, soldiers, regulators, surveyors, and third sector leaders. They have deployed their immense wisdom and their combined skills and experiences, formed in many challenging circumstances, to rise to the seismic changes in our sector and anticipate and prepare for an unpredictable future. Through good strategic governance and a reliance and commitment to our core values, they continue to ensure that all parts of the school are treated fairly, receiving the support and investment required when needed, and prepared to respond to changing trends. They are especially aware of the recent increased gross cost to our parents in choosing private education for their children, and remain focused on minimising cost and securing additional income sources to continue to provide high-quality experiences balanced with value for money. With the investment in Winterfold through Penryn Hall, the chapel and Peacock Lodge for outdoor learning, it is fair to say that no other preparatory school in Worcestershire has finer facilities. Our gratitude is very much due to our President, our Chair of Foundation, the Foundation trustees, and all my fellow school governors for their wisdom, commitment and service. I would like to thank you too all, our families. We never take your interest or support for granted. We understand the sacred duty that we undertake in looking after and teaching your children. And thank you for the faith and trust in us that you demonstrate by choosing to send your children here. We have been especially grateful for this demonstration of trust at a time when we know it has come at a financial cost. We will work tirelessly to ensure that you have made the best choice for your children. And thank you for your continued support, and equally important, your advocacy for and promotion of Winterfold to others. We especially thank all of those who additionally donate of their time as generously through the various associations, and all who support the work and events for the extra commitment in making the difference. Finally, we thank your children for every day taking part and giving of themselves in energy and enthusiasm to the daily opportunities and challenges of school life, and for being all such a credit to you this morning. In particular, to all of those in Year 8, whether staying in Bromsgrove or moving to different exciting opportunities, we send them our very best wishes for a happy, fulfilling and sparkling future, hoping that they will take with them treasured memories of their times at Winterfold. That just leaves me to wish you all a wonderful and well-earned summer break. To the pupils and leavers, for the creation of many wonderful summertime memories. To all you parents, for precious time, never to be regained, spent with loved ones at rest and recreation. And for all of you working at the school, for a time to recharge your batteries and get a little me time. Deep summer is where laziness finds respectability. So, live in the sunshine, swim the sea, and drink the wild air's salubrity. Enjoy. Thank you.